so they have no idea that we're doing this.
Like, you hear that? The table just shook when I dropped that. Good morning. Welcome back to Chattanooga. It's cold. We're not usually home in the winter. We usually try to head to Florida or Hawaii. Today's video is all about what's new in Chattanooga, some of the businesses that have opened since we've been gone, some are places that have reopened, or some are just some cute little places that we've never gotten to show you guys because we've always had so much we want to show you that how do you choose what to show? Let's go. Still driving the bus around town.
Wanna go home, just take me home, back to the place where I belong. There ain't nothing wrong with all the places that I've been, but Lord, won't you take me home again, yeah.
First stop of the morning is Common House Chattanooga. We've been members here since June. They opened last spring, and in short, it's a social club, which, to be honest, the term social club sounded a little too exclusive for our taste when we first heard it. I was thinking like country club, 70-year-olds smoking cigars. I don't really know what I was thinking. But let me just tell you right now, whatever I thought it was, it's not. It's a really fun space. So we use this place primarily for co-working, working out, it's our gym, and then we just hang out with friends. It's a great place to grab breakfast or dinner. This is on, or just off of Main Street. In fact, whoops. You'll probably recognize Main Street from one of our very first Chattanooga videos from Bluegrass Grill. First things first, getting some work done and a good workout in so we can afford to eat all that we're gonna eat today. Let's go. The first floor is a common area. Second floor is primarily the restaurant area, even though you could take your food anywhere in the building. And then third floor is the co-working. Fourth floor is the hotel room. This building that we're in, it's a really cool space because it's actually an old YMCA that was left abandoned for years, and where it's at is off of Main Street, which is like the neighborhood in Chattanooga now. It's where a lot of the good restaurants are and bars and that kind of thing. It took just the right person to come along and snag this building, and they did. Common House has 2 other locations in Virginia. Their 3rd location they added was Chattanooga, and they've done an incredible job with this building. So like the room we're in now is the gym, but they call it Ruby Hall, but it's the old gym. And then where they actually have the gym now used to be the old indoor pool for the Y. So you'll still see a lot of detail in the building, like they have the men and boys signs over the doors outside, and then in the gym they have little details like the 4 feet for the water. Like they kept so much of the original character of this building, and it's beautiful. I mean, they've made it very, I love it. It's such a beautiful space. You can rent it out for events. So they have weddings in here, conferences, concerts. You can do pretty much whatever you want in here, but it's beautiful. All right, you guys wanna go co-work now? So the 3rd floor is the co-working space here. And it's probably the space that we use the most just because we do work remotely, but they're very insistent on saying this is not a co-working place, it's a social club, because sometimes the co-working space has social events on the floor. So before you go inside like the main quiet co-working area, they have these 4 little phone booths that are reserved for video calls. And we've actually utilized these and they're perfect. But come on. Upstairs. We have the place to ourselves. I can actually talk in here right now. This is the co-working area, and we spend a lot of time here. Mostly in the mornings, we'll come in the morning, work for a few hours, get a workout in, and then go home and see Kramer. My favorite part is the bottomless coffee, just included. I know it's a small thing, but we spend a lot of money on coffee. And favorite part, they serve Goodman coffee here. And if you know us, we love our Goodman coffee.
We've missed our Goodman coffee so much, but thankfully Common House has it.
This is another room. I love these comfy leather seats. They're so comfy. I don't usually work on those because I'll fall asleep. I get a little too relaxed.
This place makes me feel fancy.
As I'm in my workout clothes right now.
It makes you feel important, even if you're not important.
But with a sense of very laid backness.
Yeah.
It's not snotty.
It's not snotty. In fact, they want anybody and everybody to be here. I leave inspired when I come here because it's really beautiful.
The only reason we're showing you guys this video, say you come in town, we can bring you guys as our guests. But if you are from Chattanooga, you're welcome to join. But if you're not from Chattanooga, you're not a member, you have no intentions of being a member at any of their other clubs, then the only way you can get in and use this place is if you book a hotel room. And above us on the 4th floor, they do have some beautiful hotel rooms. So if you're planning a trip to Chattanooga, I would highly recommend booking a hotel room here because you get access to the gym, the pool if it's warm enough to use, the co-working space.
Bottomless coffee.
3 bars inside plus a 4th one out by the pool if that's your thing. We're showing you guys this to show you sort of what our life is like in Chattanooga because we do come here a lot, but also that if you want to come, you guys can book a room here and get to enjoy it too.
I've got to show you the bathroom. It is amazing inside.
Show them like the air freshener thing, like the
Come on, I need to show you. Let's go. I have never been into a bathroom that has like mood lighting. I mean, this is, I don't know. I just get excited about the simple things. And look at this thing. It's an air freshener. Nicest bathroom I've ever been into. You ready to work?
What's going on about that bathroom? Chris doesn't stop talking about the bathroom. I'm happy with the coffee, but Chris is, I guess, on the other end of the coffee right now.
All right, let's work.
Rolling thunder, certified stunner. At the top of my game, boy wonder. If you wanna, you can grab a number. You took thumper, go do what you wanna.
So we're gonna pretend like we're gonna do this all in one day. This is one day in Chattanooga, but truth be told, we're doing this over 3 days. So there's gonna be some discrepancy in our, this is day 3, but yeah, it's like the morning time.
So if our outfits change, if our tunes change on anything, just know that this is the magic of video editing. You can do everything that we're doing in a single day, but us,
it's food, so we're trying to like spread it out between workouts. But there's few things that are gonna get me out of bed in 25 degrees at 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock on a Monday morning, and it is these pancakes.
it's been on a lot of TV shows. A lot of famous people come here and eat. If you come to Chattanooga, this is a place that you have to stop at.
It's the only place you can get pancakes and beer, if that's your thing.
Welcome to Aretha Frankenstein's. We're here really early in the morning. Normally there's a line, there's tons of people here. It's such a cool experience. Like they've got cereal boxes all over the walls. Think of like the Munsters.
Yeah. So this place has been featured by Rachel Ray on her old show, $40 a Day, I think is what it was. So she came here and she got the waffle, which I think is an oversight because their pancakes are, it's the same batter, I guess, but their pancakes are really thick. You'll see them in a second. It's a lot of food. We can't do when we come here, you can't do much else the rest of the day. Like, there's not going to be much eating for us. I think we're going to have kale for dinner, and that's going to be it.
Thank you so much. Oh, wow.
Oh,
Holy
yeah.
smokes.
Thanks so much.
Thank you. This is 2 pancakes. Show up.
Like for scale. These are some hefty little pancakes. I mean, they are heavy. Like you hear that? The table just shook when I dropped that. I don't know why I'm acting surprised. I've definitely been here before. But we got 1 order of pancakes, and instead of regular butter on top, we have blueberry butter on top this time. And then we just got eggs, bacon, potato, biscuit on the side. We could have just split the pancakes. I didn't remember them being that heavy. It's been a while since I've had them, but I think next time we'll probably come just get coffee and then 1 order of the slim stack, which is 2 pancakes. That's a lot of food. Story of our lives. Like, we always act surprised when we ordered, but we always feel like on vlogs we have to kind of show you guys a mixture of things, like 1 sweet, 1 savory, that kind of thing. We need to start just like not, because this is way too much food. This is like the real syrup. This is not that sugar-free crap. This is like good syrup. It's just a dense but fluffy pancake. A little crunchy on the outside, but not burned. It's so good. Like, it's just a good pancake. I mean, how good can a pancake really be? But the blueberry butter adds a little extra something.
Food coma in 3, 2, 1.
What? This is why we carry our bed around with us, so we can just hop in the van and take a nap after we eat. So we've already started the day with a little bit of food and a little bit of work and workout, but now we're gonna move on to a couple of small shops that are in town. We love supporting small businesses, locally owned things when we can.
And I think being from Chattanooga, this is our town, like we live here. These are people that we get to interact with on a daily basis when we're in town, and we love getting to showcase what Chattanooga is and then what people in Chattanooga are doing.
Yeah, we are entrepreneurs also. We're small business owners. And I think getting to showcase things in our small town, our hometown, it's really special to us. So this video is not sponsored by anybody. This is just us picking places. We picked exactly where we wanted to go in this video and just showing off some of what we love about this town. So,
all right, let's go.
Chattanooga's got a couple local places. This is unlike any of the other bookstores that are in town. This is really cute, really quaint.
I don't normally hang out in the kids section of the bookstore, but this one's pretty cool. Look at this. So if you have kids or you're in Chattanooga for the day, you may want to stop here. This is a really cool bookstore.
Never knew I needed a pink door until today. Isn't that cute though? I love that pink door. All right, so the book we chose, it fits us very well. So it's Ken Folk's travel book, which I didn't even know they had a travel one. I love Ken Folk, like a lot of millennials who are minimalists and that kind of thing. But this one is all about traveling slower and getting more authentic, slower paced connections with the places you travel and the people you meet. So I'm really excited to kind of look through this. I'll be looking through this later. All right, where to now?
So this place is not new by any means to Chattanooga, but they have a new location because they are growing so much. Welcome to Site 7.
Oh, can it be that you're here with me? Let's start writing our own history.
They've grown so much. So if you guys don't know who Site 7 is, they helped us out significantly with our first van. They cut our windows, but they are a Chattanooga-based van conversion company, and they usually do complete builds, but they do some one-off jobs here and there. But when we had them do our work, they were like 5 blocks that way, and they've since stopped renting that place and purchased their own 11,000 square foot building. So I think they said they can do, what, 7 vans at a time or something like that, 8 vans? It's incredible. So we're excited to see that. We had to stop by. That wasn't originally on our tour to like see what's new in Chattanooga, but this is a new spot and we love these guys, so it's worth sharing.
And I haven't felt, haven't felt like this for a long, long time.
I love looking through the pre-loved section because you never know what you're gonna find.
I do love that they call their used section pre-loved. I'm gonna start using that.
Spinning, just keep going round, going round. You got me running in circles. I can't keep both feet on the ground.
All right, we went home, we freshened up. We're very nice. Where are you at? Oh, there she is.
Hi.
So we're about to go eat dinner.
Yeah, we watched them renovate this place before we left out of town in August, and they opened while we were gone.
Yeah.
So now we're home and you see what it is.
Yeah, it's called Hello Monty.
A salute to Southern cuisine. So, American with a little bit of Southern. So we're excited to try it.
Let's do this.
I was still talking.
You can feel the heat from those ovens. Wow, holy smokes. So they have no idea that we're doing this. We just talked to the owners, Rob and Clay.
They're brothers. Chattanooga locals.
Amazing guys, very hospitable, so nice.
They're right behind us right now. They just don't know we're filming them.
Right there. And this is gonna look like a restaurant commercial. It's not. But when we find people like this who are so hospitable and nice, like we can't help but just be excited about their business, because we get excited about small businesses and new places that come to Chattanooga. And so we're excited to share just a little bit more about Hello Monty.
We were just talking to Clay, which is one of the brothers, and they are currently closed Mondays and Tuesdays, and he was saying that that's something they're hoping to be able to sustain long term. Obviously, the restaurant's very new. It's only been open 10 weeks, I think. So they're still learning and figuring out and how it's going to work, but their hope is to be able to keep a 2-day weekend for their employees, because in the restaurant industry, employees don't necessarily get treated the best always. They almost never have a weekend. It's very unheard of. I've worked in the restaurant industry waiting many a table in my day, and it's hard work. You don't get the best of people always, and it's just exhausting. So I really love that they're trying to sort of reinvent their restaurant model and really responsibly take care of their employees. Everybody here so far has been above and beyond hospitable, and they seem happy. Like, you know, sometimes people, like, the hostess will sit you down, like, come with me, and like they just don't care. But, like, everybody is just above and beyond nice, and not just to us with the camera. Like, I'm watching them at the other tables and stuff, and they're happy to be here, and it shows. It's a good work environment. I got the Mexican Firing Squad. They said this is their most popular cocktail. It's got tequila, lime, bitters. They said it was like a spicy margarita. So, I'll try it. Oh, that is good. It is a lot like a margarita. It's got a little bit of a kick. It's sweeter than I was expecting. It's really good. They said they made like 25 of these in half an hour. I think it was last night. So they said it's their most popular one by far.
So I got the Mediterranean Mule. It's kind of special because they do their own ginger ale in-house, and then they infuse vodka with basically lemons. And it's a very like specialty drink that you can only get here. So now is the first time I'm gonna taste it. That's really good. The ginger ale in this is incredibly smooth. So the lemon is strong, but it's not too tart. It's a good balance. It really is a good balance. I'm enjoying this.
The half a sip you've had.
With the half a sip I've had.
Oh my goodness, they're sizzling.
This is the lemon aioli dipping sauce.
Okay, thank you.
Alright, so here is the Italian sausage naan,
Looks so
and here is the half chicken.
Oh, good.
That is a half chicken.
That is a half chicken.
Do you want me to grab those side plates on your way, or do you want to?
Oh yeah, thank you so
Alright,
much.
if you need anything else, don't be afraid to ask.
You ordered. Way too much food. Typical Chris and Sara fashion. Their naan is like one of their specialties here. So this one is today's special, and they said it's been so popular that they're actually adding it to the permanent menu coming soon. Sorry, I'm distracted by potatoes. They're still sizzling in the cast iron. Do you hear them? So it's got mushrooms and Italian sausages and tomatoes, and so crispy and thin like naan is. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited about this. Chris got the Springer Mountain half chicken, and it looks like the full-blown chicken. Like, it's a big chicken, but it's the Springer Mountain chicken. And if you're like, why does Springer Mountain sound familiar? If you're like a hiking enthusiast, Springer Mountain is where the Appalachian Trail is. That chicken was born on the AT and died on the AT apparently. Oh, and then we got 2 shareable sides, the cold roasted baby potatoes, and then we have the Brussels sprouts. And they both look so good.
What do you think?
It's hard to find good tomatoes in the dead of winter. Those tomatoes have so much flavor. I'll be honest, I'm not usually a sausage person. Like, I just don't like Italian sausages. I find it overwhelmingly flavorful, which I know sounds so bland and boring. That Italian sausage is so good. I don't know where they get it or what they do with it, but it's so nice. And the naan with tomatoes. Tomatoes are so sweet, and then the mushrooms. It's just like this perfect blend. And then we've already tasted the potatoes and the Brussels sprouts, and 10 of 10, highly recommend. Already loving this place, and it's a little too conveniently located to our house. We don't live that far from here, so I'm sure we're gonna be back.
You can taste the charcoal on this chicken, like in a good way. So the outside is real crispy, but the inside, look how juicy that is. I'm getting better at describing food. James and Kim, Sarah said that's for you.
Hold on, you gotta get close so you can hear the crunch of the marshmallow. Ready? It's like creme brulee. Okay, so Chris ordered dessert while I was in the bathroom. I'm not sure how much we might have for it, but I think I'll manage. These are Need Loves graham crackers, and then we've got wood-fired marshmallows, dark chocolate, Need Loves graham crackers, and then obviously we had to leave off the toasted peanuts because Chris has a peanut allergy. That's okay, I'll forgive him. This looks so good, and everything, I love that so their whole thing here is like coal burned, coal-fired kind of things. So they use a lot of like cast iron dishes, and then they toast it over the coals, which is such a cool, it looks cool, and it tastes good. So it has a really nice like freshly charred flavor about it without being like burned, if that makes sense. If you've had coal-fired foods, like you know what I'm talking about.
Look at that.
I'm glad we drove the van, because I'm gonna have to take a nap before we drive 2 miles home. It's so good. We way over ordered, and we were like, is it gonna be tacky? Thankfully the waitress offered the to-go box, but at first we were like, is that tacky to ask for a to-go box? And she offered, thank goodness, because we have a lot of leftover food, and it's so good I didn't want to throw it away.
This is definitely one of those places. One, it's special because of the people. Everybody was so generous and hospitable. It's definitely that Southern hospitality, like when you come to Tennessee and you think of Southern hospitality, these people have it. Food is amazing. We would take our friends here in a heartbeat. In fact, we will be taking our friends here.
And I love it because we were talking to Rob and Clay, and they both live in the neighborhood. Rob said he moved in 17 years ago, and that is long before this was like the place to be, and they just love the neighborhood for what it is, and they have now opened a restaurant in their own neighborhood they lived in for almost 2 decades, which I think is such a cool story and a testament to they just love Chattanooga and all that it is.
And it says something about them that they're sitting at the front of their restaurant eating their own food.
They're just hanging out, drinking and
They're
eating.
just hanging out and
Two
eating.
brothers.
And you know what? Like, if the owners are doing that at their own restaurant, I think it's a good restaurant to stop by.
Good. We'll be back.
Yeah.
So.
Thank you for joining us in this Chattanooga food-centric, what is new, oh my word, there's so much stuff inside me. That s'more, oh man.
If you don't already know this, we genuinely love this city. Like, love it. I have a special appreciation because I was born and raised here, but Chattanooga is a special little place. A lot of people don't know what Chattanooga is or really don't know much about it. It's a special little town. And like all places that we visit, we say respect the locals and learn what makes that city special. And we'd say that tenfold because it's our hometown now. Come and figure out, respect the locals, but come and enjoy it and figure out why we love it so much. Hopefully this is a little bit of an insight to it.
So if you're from Chattanooga or if you're visiting Chattanooga, we hope this video has helped you out, and we'll see you in the next one.
See ya.
Be sure to follow along on Instagram and like and subscribe here. It really helps creators like us.